In this video, I am sharing 3 ideas to instantly cut your grocery budget so you can take that money and put it into your Christmas fund. And be sure to stick around to the end of the video where I am sharing some bonus ideas that have nothing to do with groceries. And I'm sure you're thinking, no, I don't think there's any way I can find money for Christmas in my grocery budget because groceries are out the wazoo right now. Like in this economy, you want me to find extra money in my grocery budget? I'm here to convince you that that is possible. Way number 1 that you are going to find extra money in your grocery budget, cut down your grocery budget, siphon that money off your grocery budget for your Christmas budget is by cutting meat from at least 1 meal a week. If you eat meat every time you cook dinner at home, that adds up real quick. And if you swap that out for a meatless meal, that's going to add up real quick. That savings is going to add up real quick. So I will list some of my favorite meatless meals in the description, but real quick, some of my favorite meatless meals. We love black bean nachos, refried bean tostadas. A lot of these are Mexican meals, which does lend itself pretty easily to meatless meals like pasta does. But interestingly enough, pasta's not on my list. So pasta meals are going to be a really easy one. But anyway, our favorites, refried bean tostadas, black bean nachos. We love bell pepper and onion fajitas. Those are super delicious. I make a really good Thai quinoa bowl that can be meatless or can include something like chicken, but it's so good. It's really good, just meatless. Like you don't need the meat, you don't miss it. And gotta refer to my notes because I forgot what else I put on my list. Oh yes, lentil curry is also a crock pot meal, so that makes it extra good in my book. But crock pot coconut lentil curry is a super easy meal. And then we've been making a lot of chickpea meals lately. Roasted chickpea bowls, things like that. If you go into Pinterest, you're gonna find a million ideas, right? A really easy kid-friendly one is flatbread cheese pizza. Have pizza night at home, super cheap and super easy with like a store-bought flatbread, some pizza sauce, and mozzarella cheese. Super cheap and easy and kid-friendly. But definitely consider that. See how many times you can have a meatless meal and see how much money it saves you. Idea number 2 is to double your dinner at least once a week. So again, you can do this more than once a week and you will find extra savings. But depending on how many times a week you cook, you're gonna, obviously if you cook more and you make more of these swaps, you're gonna save more on your grocery bill, versus if you cook 4 times a week and you maybe make one of these swaps, you're not gonna save that much on your grocery bill. But what I would say the goal for you should be is to cook dinner at home more also. Then you're gonna find money not only from your grocery budget, but from your overall food budget. If you start cooking at home more, eating at home more, you're gonna save money not going out to eat, not getting takeout, hitting the drive-through, things like that. That's gonna be a huge, huge savings for Christmas, which maybe that should be one of my upcoming videos is how to ditch the drive-through to fund Christmas. You know what, actually I decided right now, I'm gonna do that. So be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications for that because that is a really good video idea. So I will certainly do that. But anywho, point number 2, double a dinner at least once a week. This will save you a lot of time and headache for one thing, having dinner already cooked, leftover stashed, what is wrong with me today? Stashed in the fridge, or if you double it, bake it, throw it in the freezer, or it's one of those recipes that you can like freeze and then bake later. Doubling your dinner will save you money. So in addition to saving the time and mental energy, right? It will save you money because you will only be buying those ingredients once. So even if it's something like if it's a casserole that asks for a can of diced tomatoes and you buy 2 cans of diced tomatoes, that's gonna be 80 cents, 88 cents, 90 cents, $1, something like that. It's not gonna be very much. But anything else that you buy for that meal, say it calls for like rice, something like that, you're gonna buy the whole box and not use it in one sitting or the bag or whatever. You're gonna buy this whole package and you're not gonna use it all up in one recipe. So you're using more of the same thing when you double a dinner. I hope that makes sense. When you double that dinner, you are going to be utilizing the same ingredients, so you are buying fewer ingredients, therefore saving money. Lastly, a major way to slash your grocery budget to save lots of money, to spend less on your next grocery trip, is by doing a pantry challenge. So I don't actually do like a hardcore pantry challenge ever, because I do a pantry challenge every time I make a meal plan. Every single time I make a meal plan, I am going into my kitchen, I am seeing what I already have, and I am making my meal plan based on those things. So rather than just deciding whatever we want to eat, I go see what we already have, and that inspires my meal plan, which I think is an easy way to come up with dinner ideas. Some people may think that gets boring and repetitive. I promise you it doesn't. I'm not like, oh, I used half a container of that last time, I'm gonna make the same meal. I find new ways to use the ingredients I already have. I've mentioned this in other videos, but I do something I call paired recipes. And again, be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. One of my upcoming quick tip videos, I'm not sure when I have it scheduled for, I forgot. But one of my upcoming quick tip videos, that is a new series I started where I share really quick, short, to the point savings tips, whether it is saving you time, money, or sanity. And this one is saving all of those. But a paired recipes are two recipes that I always meal plan together because they have an ingredient in common, basically. So I may make baked feta pasta. I use pesto in that, and be sure to check out this video where I share a week of real meals from our kitchen, what I cooked in a week. I cooked 7 days in a row, and I shared them all in this video, and this recipe is one of them. Anywho, baked feta pasta, I use pesto in that, and then I also use pesto in like a super easy, like extra busy night meal of just frozen tortellini, and then we toss pesto on it. So I'll often make those two meals in one meal plan. And for me, it's really not repetitive because I meal plan for 2 weeks at a time. So I'll have like one pesto dinner week 1, one pesto dinner week 2. Anywho, paired recipes makes things not boring and saves you money because you're using up what you already have, leading you to buying fewer groceries, leading you to saving money. The less you buy, the more you save, obviously. So a pantry challenge is a way to do that. There is probably like a blue million videos on YouTube. There's tons of blog posts about pantry challenges. But basically, you go into your kitchen and you make a list of every item you have. But you need to take this beyond just like, oh, I have a pound of frozen ground beef. You need to look at the flavor components of recipes. So if you have soy sauce and brown sugar, you have teriyaki sauce. If you also have some frozen chicken, frozen broccoli, and rice, you have teriyaki chicken stir fry. Like, you have a meal right there that you don't have to shop for. So I want you to be sure you are noting everything that you're going to a recipe. I don't care if it's like ketchup, mustard, have burgers one night, okay? Take note of all the things you wouldn't have to buy when planning a meal. That is the best way to do a pantry challenge and really challenge yourself to save the most money. Then take it even further by making some simple swaps to buy fewer ingredients to save more money. That's the theme, right? Buying less to save more. Take it a step further by making simple swaps. So in that ingredient, if you were like, oh, in that example, if you have something like soy sauce, brown sugar, rice, broccoli, but you don't have chicken, but you do have ground beef, make a ground beef stir fry. There again, utilize Pinterest to look up these things. Look up teriyaki recipes, ground beef teriyaki recipes, things like that. You will find it, ground beef stir fry, something like that. So instead of chicken, swap it for beef, but also you can swap your sides. So if something calls for spaghetti noodles and you have macaroni noodles, swap it. Challenge yourself to buy as little ingredients as possible. Now for the outside of your kitchen ideas to find some extra money for Christmas this year. One of the best ones, and another one that is going to be in one of my quick tip videos, is cutting subscriptions. So this can be streaming services, this can be like music services, exercise services, I don't know, anything you pay for once a month, once a quarter, things like that. See what you can cut for the rest of 2024. If you can cut it for November and December, do it. Like if you don't need it, which chances are you don't, listen to music with commercials for the next 2 months. Heck, you may not even be using those music streaming services because you may be listening to Christmas music on the radio for the next 2 months. But see which ones you can cut. I am about to go cut, actually I've already canceled Prime for October and September. However, I'm gonna get it back for Christmas shopping and I'm probably gonna add a Hallmark channel. So I'm gonna swap those subscriptions for other ones. I think I'm gonna cancel Hulu. We have Peacock at the moment. I'm gonna cancel that as well. And we'll just watch the Disney bundle, Hulu and Disney, and my dad pays for Netflix. So we'll watch those and Amazon Prime and Hallmark movies for the rest of the year. But see what you can cut. If you can cut out those music services, you don't need multiple subscriptions you don't need like 8 different channels or 8 different streaming services. You don't need 8 different streaming services, especially again at this time of year, just Find the one with the most Christmas videos, right? Christmas movies, whatever I'm trying to say. I'm losing it at the end of this video. So see what you can slash at the end of the year. See what you can move to a free plan, a lower cost plan, or cancel things now and then get their Black Friday special in a few weeks. There is going to be a lot of discounts offered in a few weeks. So if you can cut it now, not pay for the month of November, not pay full price in the month of December, you're going to find some extra money. Even if each subscription service is like 15 bucks, if you cut 4, you're saving 60 bucks a month. That's $120 from November to December. $120, like I could get 4 to 5 gifts out of that. I don't know about you, but I could get quite a few gifts out of that. Maybe you have a really big ticket item on one of your wish lists, but still, 120 bucks is nothing to sneeze at. Next, see what you can just postpone purchasing until the new year, until after the new year. Do you need this thing now, or can you wait, is what you should ask yourself before every purchase between now and 2025. Which still sounds weird to say. I can't believe that's 2 months away. But every time you go to add to cart, you go to checkout, you go to add something to your basket at Target, ask yourself, do I need this? Do I want that stress when I'm Christmas shopping? Can I postpone this purchase? Which brings me to kind of part 2 of this tip / my third extra bonus tip at the end of this video. Follow the old adage, old adage of, hold on, I don't want to say it wrong. Use it up, wear it out, make it do, or do without. Follow that for the rest of 2024 and see how much you can save. See how little you can purchase. I am going to do that myself. I need to organize my house before the holidays, and I need to find some things so I don't accidentally purchase things I already have, right? I guess that's another bonus tip. Get organized and don't buy things you already have. But definitely we are going to try to do without on many things, or find something that can serve the purpose, beg, borrow, not steal, but beg or borrow things we don't need to purchase, see what we can do without until 2025 to try to reduce that budget for the rest of 2024. I hope you found this video helpful. Be sure to subscribe for all my other grocery savings tips. My next video is going to be a deep dive into every single thing I do to save money on groceries. It's probably gonna be like 30 minutes, so you're probably gonna wanna take notes, but it's gonna be a good one. I'm working really hard on this video. It's gonna be a good one. Be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications for that. And also, be sure to take a look in the description for details about some of my freebies, helping you save money on groceries. I have a free 1-week meal plan that is designed to use up the same ingredients, things like that, so it saves money. I sell pre-made meal plans on Etsy, and then also you'll find some information in the description about my product called the Dinner GPS, which is the 5 guidelines or rules of the road, because it's a dinner GPS, that help me get dinner on the table 7 nights a week, saving me a lot of money because we skip the drive-thru.